You think you have priorities, but you don't until your focus decides them. Every day, leaders tell me that they're busy. And even at times, I will say, I'm busy. Sometimes they say they're overwhelmed or just pulled in 1,000 directions. But being busy doesn't mean that we're being effective. The truth is this: your focus determines your priorities, and your priorities determine your results. Hey, I'm Dr. Jeff, and I help leaders rediscover clarity through merciful leadership. In today's video, I want to show you how mastering your focus can reshape your leadership, your energy, and even reshape your peace of mind. Because when your focus drifts, your purpose fades. But when your focus sharpens, everything else begins to align. You see, there is a truth about focus. And focus isn't about doing more. That's a misconception. It's actually about doing what matters most. Because you can't lead effectively if your attention is constantly fragmented. And we live in a world of endless pings, alerts, distractions. But here's the reality. You don't lose focus because you have too much to do. You lose focus because you haven't decided what truly deserves your attention. Because focus defines priority. And whatever captures your focus, well, it actually gets your life. So I want to talk about how do we start to regain focus, because the average leader makes hundreds of small decisions every day. And every one of these decisions drains energy. And if we don't guard our focus, distraction then becomes our default. So you start reacting instead of leading if you're distracted all the time. You start managing moments instead of shaping futures. And what seems to be the best for us, I believe, is to shape futures for others. Because great leaders protect their focus the same way they protect their integrity, and that is without compromise. So I do want to give you a few steps of really how to reclaim your focus and how to take your focus back. And step number one is you have to clarify your mission. Know your why. And when you truly know what truly matters, it's easier to say no. Step number two is you have to block time for what matters. Schedule focus hours on your calendar and then do your best to protect them so you can block time for what matters, for your focus. Step number three, create a decision filter. Before you say yes, ask this question: does this align with my purpose? And then step number four is audit your week. Every Friday, ask yourself, did my focus match my values this week? Leaders, when you do this consistently and don't just work, you lead intentionally. You know, several years ago, I was training for a marathon, and I had to focus on the miles in front of me, not the finish line. I wanted to get across the finish line, but I couldn't think about that finish line necessarily after 26.2 miles. I had to focus on each step, my breath, each breath, my stride, one stride at a time. And leadership is really the same. You don't build great cultures or movements or teams overnight. You build them by focusing step by step on what matters right now. So focus shapes your priorities, and priorities shape your impact. I want to say that again. Focus shapes your priorities, and priorities shape your impact. So ask yourself this question: what am I really focusing on? Because whatever you focus on, you give power to. Leaders, it's time to choose your focus and to lead on purpose. So if this message is speaking to you, share it with another leader who may be fighting distraction. Because I want to help leaders everywhere refocus, realign, and lead with clarity. As we serve together, Dr. Jeff.